Oh, what are we doing today? Not a very warm day. Kind of breezy. Probably not a good day to do the new top. This top does need to get replaced though. Velcro's all kind of tore up. Got messed up plastic. This stuff's so tore up it doesn't even have real Velcro on it anymore. Just not a good day for it. How about accessories? Let's do accessories. I've got quite a few accessories here. There's a new top all ready to go on. We do have some accessories here. Let's go ahead and just start at the top. What do we got here? This is, the locking gas cap. This is a great accessory for anybody that likes to keep all their gas in their tank. The one I got is red. Hopefully it matches the body color. Let's check it out real quick. I'm always a little skeptical about putting a color on a color. It's not specifically from the manufacturer, but it's kind of close. Might be a little hard to see the color difference here, but this is definitely just a little bit different of a red. And I'm thinking about it, there may be two different red colors for the Jeep. Mine's firecracker red. I believe there is another red. That is more of an orange red. And that's what I would say that this is. Here or there, they repainted the Jeep the wrong color, but it is just a slightly different red. Yeah, I'll go ahead and put it on. If it really bothers me that much, I'll get a black one. That's what the girls do anyway. And it's got instructions with pictures. I like pictures. And it starts with one. Don't make a fire. It's like they suck all the fun out of doing stuff. Play with taillight, unhook, rip stuff off, take stuff apart, shove stuff in places. Yeah, we got this. We don't need this. Oh, and what's worse is I saw here on the back, it says, don't use power tools. I mean, how much more fun can they suck out of it? If you can't start a fire, you can't use power tools. What's the point of doing anything? I'm totally gonna use power tools. Ooh, keys. Probably shouldn't lose these. Where'd I put the keys? I know what you were thinking. I didn't lose these keys. The key. I swear, I'm gonna put a beeper thing on one of these things. Pretty sure they make those. If anybody's got a good link for a key fob beeper thing, although I'd probably lose the remote to beep the thing. If anybody knows how to not lose keys, I will take your tips. But just the tip. I'm gonna get this thing moved over here a little bit because the wife ain't here. So, see, needed keys. Don't use power tools, kind of crazy stuff. Like I'm gonna use a regular screwdriver. I got it there just in case this one breaks. All right, so I think I'm supposed to remove, oh, hey, I'm missing a screw. Well, one less thing I gotta do. Remove a screw. Make sure I don't lose that one. It's important now. Let's see, then this thingy pops off of here probably. Somehow. There we go. Ooh, hey, what kind of gizmos we got here? That don't look factory. Resistor for the LED stuff. Gotcha. I'm just gonna go ahead and yank this thing out just to make sure it doesn't get in my way and I don't rip it off accidentally. Not that I would intentionally destroy anything. Ooh, hey, that's pretty cool. What is this? Huh, I don't know what that is. Anyway, let's see here. Let's take the gas cap off. We have to yank this thingy off somehow. I'm not sure that's supposed to be loose like that. Hold up a second. This cannot be factory. All right, Jeep guys. When was the last time you saw like a drywall screw holding your taillight in? A couple of them. Yeah, that's a drywall screw. Or something similar. Are you telling me that that's factory? Be honest now. You seen something like that? Well, I mean, it holds it in, so must not be that bad. All right, how do we get this gizmo thing out of here? And this one here looks like it just pops in. Why would I have to take the taillight off? This thing just pops in. All right, so it looks like this little flangy thing is holding her in here. I'll betcha if I figure out a way to get that rubber thingy off of there, that'll be enough to pop this thingy out. Let's see, let me just push on one of these tabs. Oh, hey, that kind of comes out. Push on another one. Hey, we got two of them. Where's another one? This is working. Maybe just yank it. Gonna have to actually find that other tab. Where is that at? Here, tabby, tabby, tabby. I can't find it, so let's just wiggle. Oh, shit. I mean, shoot. Huh, okay, so, yeah, that's all it takes. So here's what it does look like. There's these little tabby things. I was just kind of pushing them in. But I'm willing to bet that if you got a good grippertude on this thing and just give it some yankage, these things just pop right out. I got two of them out, so you can see where those are. So with that thing over here on the side, there's it's pretty much an X pattern right there. Once you get two, just start wiggling. It'll come out. How nifty. So let's see here. Now this thingy, I don't know what that thing's for. Looks like it's got a bunch of those things already. Maybe those are just extras. I don't think I have to take that off. And it looks like, put, for this, the old one had the rubber flangey piece going towards the hose, and that part going that way. I think it goes the other way. Make sure you get all your gas in the tube, but maybe it goes the other way. Oh well. I'll put it in there just how it was, with the flat side going towards the back and the cupped rounded side going towards the inside. I'm sure there's an easy way and a hard way to do this. I refuse to find the easy way. Let's do it the hard way. Just shove it in there. It'll be fine. Yeah. See? That works. That works just fine. Sure would be nice if they had like a spring-loady hinge thing on that. I mean, it kind of looks like they do, but it don't spring it open. It just springs it closed. Whatever. Good enough. So now that I'm over here, I'm just going to, let's maybe clean that just a little bit. Yeah, let's clean that a little bit. Oh yeah. If anybody recognizes where this kind of a brown towel comes from, you get 2 extra internet points if you drop it in the comments. And that's what I call clean enough, because ain't nobody gonna see this. And just give her a wiggle wiggle. Maybe shake it. Push it from the other side. Ha. Yeah, almost looks like it's supposed to be that way. It actually has a nice little, like it fits. Like it locks in, doesn't even twist or nothing. Yeah, that's pretty cool. As I'm looking around it, that doesn't look half bad. I mean, really, it's pretty close. That's really close. I'm probably still gonna get a black one. That's if I want it to stick out. I don't know if I want it to stick out. This Jeep already kind of sticks out, you know? I don't need the gas cap to stick out. I do like that though. That looks nice. I'll keep it. Maybe it needs wax. Nope, didn't change it. Nope, still the same color. Now I should just have to pop this thingy back in here. Toss my little doohickey. Oh, you know what? For the longest time, I've been hearing this like clunky thunky noise. And I was thinking like something just like a bell ringing in there. Like, what is that clunky thunky noise? I think I just figured it out. And this does have little screwy things on it. I bet you know what? I bet you I could shove this thing on one of these drywall screws in here. Okay, that's hilarious. It kind of fits. Well, there we go. It's screwed in there. No more clunky thunky. Shove this thing back in here. No satisfying click. Get my wires back in there. And my one screw that I wonder if I have a screw like this. That's kind of funny. I did kind of find a screw that was, oh crap. Right now I got to find 2 screws. This screw is really close. Let me go with my manual power tools. It's hand powered. I hate having to use my own hands. So let's go ahead and get the original screw back. Oh, nope. Where are you going? Go ahead and get this first original screw back in here, and then let's see if this slightly thinner screw will go in. I'll bet you it will. Oh, wouldn't you know it? It ain't perfect, but hey, you know what? If it fits, it ships, right? Let's here. Let's definitely not lose this. There we go. Nothing ever gets lost in there. I'll keep this for sentimental reasons. Senile mental reasons? Yeah, I think that's what it's called. Senile mental reasons. Now this, I definitely do not want to lose these keys. There we go. Now nobody will pump gas into my tank, except for me. Maybe I should leave these out here. So here, don't want to lose these. That's a good spot for them. Okay, what's next on the list? Coming back in the garage. Let's do this next. This is a little USB thingy. It takes the place of the cigarette lighter or the 12-volt plug and gives you some USB plugs instead. I'm curious to see these things. So while I absolutely love this dangly little sack thing going on here, everybody loves dangly sack, right? This is going to replace, I'm sure we can figure this out. This is going to replace, not necessarily replace it. Is that even the right one? That could be the right one. I don't think that's the right one. This might be for the back door. How about this one? It looks like the same, just different. All the kids these days wanting to be different, just like everyone else. How about this one? Yeah, if I had to guess, I would say that the difference would be where the screws and the holes line up, because this looks like it's gonna match up to the front screw down there. This might need to, I don't know. It's got like a little tear off break off thing. I don't know if you can kind of see that. It looks like it's meant to be broken off in case it just doesn't fit. I don't know. But this one looks like it's going to match up with that just fine. Yeah, bottom screw, front screw, little tabby thing right there. Bye-bye instructions. I think I got this. Now that's a Torx head. 15's a little loose. And of course, T25s are all missing. Why would I have a T25 just sitting here? You got 2 of them in this box, supposed to. Both gone. Shocking. Try the 27. 27's too big. 20's too small. It's 25. What else do we have that we can shove in here? Hey, the square too kind of works. Let's not use that. Oh, you know what? I got a new toolkit. I almost forgot about that. How could I forget about that? It's sitting right under the seat. All right, got this for, what did I get this for? I forget why I got this, but it's a lot of small stuff. Oh, got this for drone stuff. That's what I got it for. Let's see here, T20. Of course, T20, that's as big as it's gonna go. And of course, T20 is a little loose. And the one bit that's missing, guess which one it is? Yep. Now, how many of you are so good at losing tools that you got a third backup? Oh yeah, and I like this one. I put this little baby socket wrench in here. Isn't that cute? It's like a little baby snap-on, but cheap and Chinese. But I haven't lost a single bit in here because I just bought this the other day because I already knew that I was missing a lot of bits. T25, perfect fit. Come check this guy out, see how it works. And this little guy is just so cute. I'll drop a link in the description down below. Fits bits, and it's a little ratchet. Isn't that cute? So awesome. Goes reverse. Oh yeah, it goes both ways. So we can just take this, oh, wrong way. And we can just use this just like this. Isn't that just cute? Go ahead and lift up this saggy thing right here. I wonder how easy this thing just rips out of here. Let me just cut it off. I don't feel like trying to damage this thing. I'll just lift this saggy thing up here again. I'm not sure if this thing's supposed to go inside or outside, but I put the little tabby things in the top, and when it flops down, it sits perfectly fine. So I'm not gonna try to like rip all this stuff out and stuff for this video. If you wanna yank all this stuff out, you go for it. Now I just set this in so that the tabs are sitting here on the top. And then when you come down here to the bottom, these things just sit like right there and right there, like they're supposed to be there. So I'm not sure if these things are supposed to get shoved like inside the plastic. I'm not even sure how you'd make that turn. I'm not even sure how you'd make that turn anyway. Oh, my sack popped out. But I'm lazy, so I'm just going to leave it just like that. Go ahead and put these screws back in. And it was at just this moment as I was grabbing the one for the back door that I realized, oh yeah, there's this little weather strippy stuff. Like, I wonder what that's for. So I'm gonna take this thing off, put that weather strippy in there, and see what happens. I don't know. Like, I had so much fun doing it the first time, let's just do it twice. That sounds like more fun. As cute as this little thing is, I think a screwdriver would probably be easier for this. Oh yeah, way faster. So I'm just gonna assume that this stuff just kind of gets peeled off and slapped on there. Doesn't look like it's any kind of form fitted or nothing, so hopefully there's enough. It's almost like a weather seal. Maybe for in case I spill something. This way it doesn't go all the way down the inside and waits until I open the door and I can dump it out. Oh yeah, we're gonna make this nice and purty. Now I need something to cut it with. Hang on. There we go, cuts nicely. Look at how purty that is. Ish. Okay, let's lift up my saggy thing again. Put my tabs in. Throw it on the ground. Well, it definitely makes it stick out a little bit further. Hey, I already got some trail damage. Wow, didn't even leave the driveway this time. Let's move on to the back. And the saggy bag is just a saggy in the back. That's, like, why does Jeep do this? This one only has the one screw down here at the bottom. So I'll pull this one out real quick. Put the weather seal on it this time. Still not sure what the weather seal is supposed to do. Maybe it's more for vibrations. Jeeps have enough things that vibrate and rattle and clunk. What was your latest rattle or clunk? Stick it down in the comments. I love sometimes reading in the forums how like somebody's like, oh, I got this rattle and clunk that does it like this when I do this thing. And everybody's like, oh, you know what? I had that same exact thing. And then they name 46 different things that it might be. And they start arguing about whose clunk and rattle was the worst and the best and how to fix that and what is or isn't that. It's awesome. It's a great community. So we got a front tab, lift up the saggy thing, back tab. Looky there, looky there. You might actually fit a water bottle or something in there. Probably not a drink from Arby's though. That's unfortunate. And if you have any child-sized pistols, I'm sure they'll fit in there as well. Install the one bottom screw, just like that. And I am somewhat curious to see about how much stuff could fit in there. There are the plastic ones like this that look like they have a round cutout, like it would actually fit a cup from like McDonald's or Burger King, Arby's, or wherever it is you like to go snack on stuff and hit the drive-thru. Sonic, gotta go to Sonic. A strawberry limeade. That sounds pretty good right about now. Maybe I'll have to go to Sonic when I'm done with this. Gotta take lunch sometime. On to the next upgrade. The passenger side's gonna look just like this. Just, you know, like the mirror image of this. Ooh, look, it's pretty. See, looks pretty. I'm sure a Glock 19 will fit in there just fine. Next up, let's go ahead and shove this thingy in there. Let's see what this looks like. Inside the package, there's some kind of, I don't know, some fuses maybe, and some little connector thingies. I don't know, I'm not sure if we'll need those or not. Then there's some wires. I'm not sure if we'll need those or not either. And then there's the thingy. And when you pop the cap on the thingy, this is supposed to have two 3.0 USBs, top and bottom, and then right and left is the USB-C. And there should be a display in the middle that tells me how dead my battery is. Yeah, and like any good Chinese thing, there are no instructions. So, good luck to us, I guess. Oh, wouldn't you know it? They got it labeled as copper and silver. Silver's hot, copper's cold. That's what the way that I just kind of remember it. Copper cold, silver hot. I don't know why silver would be hot. Unless you're a vampire. Or is it werewolves? Copper's cold though. That's the one thing that I always remember. Copper's cold. Of course, then again, man, that's why I wire everything backwards. I do have a rather violent way of getting this thing out, but unfortunately, someone has beat me to it. Whoever it was that had this vehicle before was so nice to go ahead and pre-break this thing for me. So I didn't even have to like do anything to break this thing out. But if you do, this panel right here will come off about halfway, pretty easy just by prying this thing out. Then there's a tab on the top and a tab on the bottom that you'll have to depress in, and they're folded like this away. So you have to, when it's in there, you've got to push it back. A little counterintuitive, I'm sure. Or at least that's how it was on my last Jeep. So I'm gonna go ahead and just unplug this thingy. Pretty sure you just, yep, pop it off right there. And what are the chances I can just pop this sucker right back on there? Let's go with low because it's not top and bottom. All right, now I'm gonna try and record this for you so that you can still kind of see this. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to pull here on this purple tab and see how it lifts that little ridge out the way. Then I'm gonna flip it over. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side and slide down. See how that works? And then this little thingy should come out and you should be able to pop your wires out. And then these will plug directly into the little pluggy things here. I hope. If this is the right size. This should work. Maybe. This could work. This could work. Oh, forgot one little step. Once that little purple thing gets slid off there, there's these little clippy things. You got to get in there with a screwdriver and pop them out. And then I'm 80% sure that this has a 10% likelihood of fitting. So probably just gonna have to, fix the wires because these are broken. Now, hopefully I don't electrocute myself because I haven't done that in a while. It's kind of fun. Tinkles. Just flippy the little clippy thing. I'm not sure you can see, but hopefully you can. They just slide right on out. And as expected, yep, those are too small. Why couldn't they just put bigger plugs on there? There's a couple different ways to fix this. One is to cut these off and to put new tips on. Another way is to just try and solder some new stuff on there, then have extra long wires, and then just shove it on back in there. But now that you have this hole right here, it's real easy to stick your finger in here and just yank this thing. Then once you have it up just a little bit more, you can go ahead and pull these clippies out here too. Give yourself plenty of room to work because you're gonna need to be able to screw this thing in here. No reason to rip apart half the dash. Just pull this lower part out. Right here's your finger. I'm sure you can pull more out too, if you really wanted to. For the reason of because I can, I'm gonna go ahead and clip off this wire right here. I figured out what the fuses were for. There's a little inline fuse right here. Don't need it. Bye-bye. I'm gonna strip these things and just solder these right here, just because I can, and why not? About 90% of the time I'm gonna be doing this wrong anyway, so I need to be able to change the plugs. I'm gonna go ahead and pre-tin the boogers out of these things. Give them a nice little puddle down here. That should be good. And I'm pretty sure like any good electronics thingy, let's try not to burn myself when I drip this stuff. And make it so you can still kind of see me burn myself. The black should be negative. Now I'm pretty sure with all this extra solder down here, we can just heat this thing up. Right about there, wait for it to smoke a bit. And it may not be perfect, but that will hold. I'm pretty sure. Now I'm just gonna fill up this connector over here with a bunch more also. That should be way more than enough. And I can just heat this up, set the wire on there, wait for it to melt real good, let go, and hope I don't remelt the one down below it. Now with this tomfoolery out the way, I can go ahead and tape that up. I'm sure that'll hold just fine. You know what, I probably should have just wrapped that around there. That probably would have been a better idea. Wrap the wire around, then dump it full of solder. That would hold it better. Your mileage may vary. Now with that high quality tape job on there, nobody knows that it looks like garbage underneath. Go ahead and feed this right through here. Oh, where'd my thingy go? I lost my thingy. And now, if copper's cold and I'm wrong, this will be a lot easier to unplug. And I didn't permanently damage the factory wiring. So if me or somebody else eventually wants to put something back in there with the factory style plug in it, you can just desolder it and call it good. Now all these fancy wires can get pulled back to the back. I think it goes that way, that way, that way. Uh-oh, that way. Let's go that way. More things are upright this way. And this is the fun part. This you got to like thread onto here, and you just got to kind of manhandle it and twist it. It'll go. It'll go. And if you do have some trouble with that being just a little bit too tight in there, there's a fancy little way to just take one of these half round kind of files, you know, where it's flat on one side, curved on the other, and just run it through here a few times, and you know, just take off some of the excess. It might just make it a little bit easier to just twist that thing back in there. Back in there? It's not really back in there. It's never in there to begin with. You're putting it in there. You just use this thing, shove it in there. You'll figure it out. Okay, now on the back of here, now it's the fun time of shoving this ring on there to make sure that it stays on there for good, or long enough. And that's not too difficult, even I can do it. Oh great, now I'm unspinning. Okay, I'm gonna have to put the camera down so I can spin one direction and one the other direction, because now I'm unscrewing the front part. And it doesn't need to be super tight, just finger tight, shove it in there. Might be easy to, you know, put this little cappy thing on there so that you know that you've got it straight up and down. Or maybe you want to flip it upside down and have this thing on the bottom so that it hangs down. Maybe you want it out of your way. I'm gonna do mine just like that for now. What did I say? Copper's cold. Get this thing plugged in here and then we're gonna see if it works. Or if I wired it backwards, which is entirely possible. Moment of truth, see what happens. Hey, I didn't do it backwards. Got 12.7. That's up more than what it usually is. I think it's crooked. Oh well, I'm a little crooked too sometimes. Shove these wires back up in here, or shove them up in here for the first time, whatever you like. Little pop pop, back together. And another one down. Let's see what's next, because that is a good upgrade. I think it's still crooked though. Does it look crooked to you, or is it just me? I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell. It looks fine to me. And we're coming down to the end of the line here. Let's see here. I don't know which one's which. Oh yes. Let's do another one for the girls. That way I don't get in too much trouble when the wife finds out what I done did. These are some nice heavy-duty, hardcore handles. Hopefully somebody doesn't bust their head on one of these things. It's gonna hurt. These things are definitely some kind of a thick cast iron, not cast iron, cast aluminum. They feel pretty good. I like them. They got some of these little doohickeys right here, and there's some instructions. Yeah, you stick it on and just screw it in, and yep, got it. Got some long screws for something. And then these are the back row bars. These are kind of cool. If nothing else, it's a good weapon. This way you're never without a weapon in the zombie apocalypse. Now since I'm doing this for the girls, I'm gonna go ahead and do this on the passenger side because, well, that's where the girls go. Tell me I'm wrong in the comments. Go ahead. These aren't marked for driver and passenger, so I'm gonna go with, let's see here. This one here is probably the passenger. So when you grab onto it with your left hand in here, it'll have the cupped side where the bolt goes in to the interior and the flat side to the exterior, I hope. We're about to find out. All right, now when you're removing this bolt right here from the top of the pillar, there's nothing to catch it down here except, you know, something way down there that you don't want to have to mess with. So unless you want something else rattling around in your truck, make sure you hold on to that thing real well. Maybe get a magnet or something and put it in there. Or just be very careful. Go ahead and hit 13 millimeter here and up here. All right, you don't have to be so careful with that one. Gravity should do the job. I'm not sure what to do with those afterwards because you're replacing them. Do your best not to lose them, or just throw them in the trash. Okay, so for the new stuff, I'm gonna switch to the number 6, hex. I'm gonna start here with the bottom one and do my best not to let this thing swing and smack the glass and, well, I don't need any help chipping this glass. You shouldn't need any help chipping yours either. Like all good things, start with finger tightening first, and do not let this thing swing. That'll so smash glass. There's an angled side and a flat side. You know what, I'm gonna go angled on the bottom. I sure hope the instructions don't say to do it the other way. And just swing this thing up in place. I'm not sure which way the angle's supposed to go either. I guess we'll figure that out. Finger tighten first, and there's definitely a little bit of thread lock still left up in there. At least I don't think I'm cross-threading this thing. I don't know, maybe I am. Doesn't want to go. And if Yo Gabba Gabba taught me anything, it's just wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Yeah, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. It'll go, it'll go, it'll go. And if it doesn't just hit with the impact, I'm sure it'll be fine. Give that a little wiggle, wiggle. Slam this one in a little bit more. Wiggle, wiggle. Who says Yo Gabba Gabba ain't no good? That should be good and strong enough. It'll work. Let's move it around to the back. Now, I think the good news is for the back that these are both the same. They look pretty much the same. They're probably the same. And I'm also pretty sure that these go right here. Hey, they line up great right there. Let's see here. Handle to the front. Yeah, let's go handle to the front. That way somebody can just grab the bar and alley-oop themselves on in there. Let's try the good old 10 millimeter. Hot dog. Oh yeah, whoever had this Jeep before definitely did not go tightening stuff up. That was finger tight. Let's try the other one over here. A little bit tighter. not much. Again, probably want to put these someplace where, where's the place that I won't lose them? Maybe just put them in a bag and stick them in the glove box or something. That bag's gonna get really full though. Maybe just stick it in the back somewhere, under the seat. Maybe just hide it from myself. I'm gonna do that anyway. I think I already determined that these were 5. Yeah, these are 5. Probably a good thing to just check to make sure that they do thread. I didn't do that for the other side. Probably should have. I'm sure it'll be just fine. Let's go ahead and stick this front one in. Get a couple threads going. Do the back one. Just get a couple threads going on that. Yup. And then we just slam it in. Gotta be tighter than what it was before. All right. Ooh, yeah, that shakes the whole Jeep and the camera. Not normal for me to put the seat up, but let's go ahead and stick this thing up. Oh, but then you can't see. How well can you see there? Good. All right, should be able to see better over there. Let's see if I just grab this right here. Give my little steppity step. Oh yeah. That's good and strong. That should be way easier for people to be sliding in and out. And I'm pretty sure that, oh man, I tell you what, you hit your head on that, that's gonna hurt. So if you got one of them kids with a tender head, you may wanna put like a noodle or something over this. But I'm sure you also have plenty of safety stuff all over your house then, like a weirdo. Puts pool noodles on things. How are you gonna teach the kid not to bonk their head? If you hit that, it's gonna hurt. And it probably would be better to put it this way rather than back over here. I'll go ahead and keep this up here. They have nothing else. Get some pull-ups or something. I think those kids do pull-ups. I think those kids work their muscles. I figure anything to make it more like a jungle gym. Makes the kids more likely to like it. There's no reason to do this again for the driver's side. It's gonna look just the same, just the opposite. So I guess it's not really the same, because it's the opposite. You get what I'm saying? All right, let's go see what's next. Pretty sure there's something next. I'm pretty sure the next thing is the headlights. And these are LX lights, and I got them simply because it said something about being like 16,000 times brighter than factory or something. It doesn't say that on the little tag right there, but if you look on the Amazon page down below, yeah, it says like 10,000 times brightness or something. There's no way that that's gonna be that bright. But a lot of people have these. They're reviewed really nicely. And here's what they look like. They got some little projector looking beam things, some little curvy looking things, looking like a Cylon thing going around. I'm pretty sure they go up and down though. Or maybe it's up and down this way, that way. Yeah, we'll figure it out. I don't know how these things go in. Let's look at the pictures. Take off grill, obviously. Take out stock lamps. Install new headlights. Put it back together. I love these instructions. They're awesome. And something that's kind of cool and or funny. I know the online ad said something about them being like fog free or fog proof or something. Then it says, how do you get rid of the fog in your headlamps? Well, this is how you do it. There's a little doohickey there. Turn your headlights on, run it for an hour, let it breathe, put the cap back on. But hey, at least somebody is thinking about this. That almost looks like it would plug into an electrical socket. I wonder if that would work. I tell you what, you try that one. I'm not gonna do that. Nose. All right, quick lunch break. Bet y'all thought I was kidding about that strawberry limeade, didn't you? Now, I am tempted to think that this would be a really easy swap. Should just be a few little pins pop out, and maybe a couple screws. It should be good. You know, I hear there's a little pneumatic thing, lift kit thing that should make this a whole lot easier. Might have to look into that. Wow, that's hot. All right, I should just have a few of these little things that pop up here, a couple more over here, and there's one right over here. And another one right over here. Nope, I guess there's one over here too. Sure enough, one over here. These things are so cool. Just how easily they just pop out and get lost. Boop, gone. Wonder if I've got any from the old Jeep left laying around. Because it's kind of cool that you can use same kind of little push pin things for multiple types of Jeeps. Having the right tool is also very helpful. And I'm pretty sure that this just slides forward and pops out. Yep. We don't need to go away. You can just stay right there. All right, so what you think? Take this silver ring off. If I remember correctly, you just gotta take this silver ring off, and then this should pop right out, and a new one should pop right in. What are the chances that's a T15? I'd say pretty good. And if you're looking for a nifty little set like this, where you can lose your own bits too, these little George kits, these are pretty nice. I kind of like this. And it's got little trim removal tools, little extension doodaddies that can go around corners, all kinds of niftiness. And of course, you know, the link will be down in the description below, right down there. The other cool thing about this is it's got a little quick release and extension. I kind of like that. They don't send any replacement screws, so I'll have to try really hard not to lose those, because I don't think I have any of these either. Just a few screws and the thing falls right out. And as somewhat expected, there's a little adapter thing. So they've already got the nifty little adapter thing, just like the one that came in this set right here. Okay, like this one here. And I think I like the one that came with the set a little bit better. It's a little bit nicer. It's a little more heavy duty, I guess. Maybe it's just painted. Normally I just throw one of these things away, but I'm gonna keep this one. No harm in just putting in some new parts. And this poor thing, if you have some of these lights, I am so sorry for you. This was awful. Get this new one plugged in, shove it in there. Wow, that's tight. I'm not sure if that's impressive or, I don't know. How much you want to bet that there's a top and a bottom for this? What do you think, drain holes on top? That's what I'm gonna guess. Yeah. Let's put it just like this so that all the letters are going up. Line up the pretty little ring. Might be time to get a new ring. Maybe I don't have this thing on right. Pretty sure that crack goes to the bottom. That lines up there, there, and there. Okay. So it's not me, it's you. All right, so go ahead and get this thing installed in here. Pretty sure there's a little, yeah. There's little tabby things in there. Make sure you get those things lined up just right. Put the little purdy ring on. Slam in a couple screws. Then once this all gets done, I'll have to readjust the headlights again. I already did that once after getting it home because whoever did it before, I don't think they knew how to aim headlights. Or maybe they didn't do it. They probably just didn't do it. Could definitely see all the raccoons real well up in the trees. Alrighty, one light installed. Go ahead and do the other one just the same. I'll be right back with you. And you can see how I align headlights. It can be done very easily in any driveway. Now that both of these are in, go ahead and get this button back up. So I'll see you tonight, or it'll be tonight for me anyway, when it gets a little bit darker. And then I can show you how I'm going to level out my headlights and make sure they're not all wonky going every which direction, straight into people's eyes. Because that's what you want the lights up there for. So you can just flick the switch and go, the FU lights, you know? Somebody else has the brights on to really let them know. All right, well, I found out about some of the stuff that I've been doing, and she made me take her out to tacos. I don't know. I don't get it. Although Ruru's Tacos and Tequila is pretty good. If you're ever in the Charleston area, go downtown, check them out. But okay, the other thing was, as I was driving back, ooh, yeah, one of them was like down in the dirt looking. So what I've got going on here, I was adjusting somebody else's headlights, and I figured I was gonna be doing this, so I just leave them up. As you can see here, I've got two blue lines, one for the fog lights, one for the headlights, and I don't know, that should be pretty close. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the headlights, turn on the fog lights, and you can kind of see, yeah, that's not too bad. That's about where the fog lights should be, right down there at that bottom line. And I'll show you how I got that measurement here in just a second. First thing I'm gonna do is measure straight down the grill to the ground, find the center of the headlight. Ooh, that's right. We're gonna call that 44 and a half inches. Looks about right. I'm then going to bring this right here to this panel and go to 44 and a half, and it's just a pinch low. I'm gonna come over here to the door and measure up 44 and a half inches, right about there for the middle. Come over to the left, go 44. Wait, how's it not the right 44? Oh, 44 and a half at the bottom. My bad. Try this one more time. I'm gonna start with the middle of the tape, go 44 and a half, come over to the left, 44 and a half, right there. So that is 44 and a half. Come over to the right, 44 and a half. That is my line. So my headlights here should be up here and even. Now this next part is probably the most important thing. Far more important even than needing to get a Torx head to do this. We're gonna do the passenger side first. I'm gonna take a jacket and cover that headlight. Then I've got just the passenger side. Then we're gonna come over to the left side of the headlight here, and that Torx head fits right in there. Now I've taken the front grill off of this so you can see it just a little bit better. You absolutely do not need to do this. The screw that you're looking for is this one right up here for the passenger side. And for the driver's side, it is right here. And with the grill on, you'll be able to see there's a little indentation right here on the driver's side and right here on the passenger side. You'll also notice there's another one down here at the bottom on the inside. There is an adjustable screw, and I'm thinking it's Northridge 4x4 or somebody like, I think it's one of them, that has a screw that you can get. They have a screw that you can get that replaces this non-adjustable pin. And that makes it so that you can adjust the beams in and out instead of just up and down. But for me, for now, just up and down, that's good enough. I'm just gonna snap the grill back on, make it a little bit easier for you to see what I'm doing. I'm gonna try and do this so you can kind of see what it is that I'm doing. And just go ahead and cover up one of the headlights so that that is just the passenger side. Once I have the T15 in that notch, I can drill it in, or clockwise, and just pull that thing up all the way to the tape. Oops, fell out. Right about there should be good. You can see how I'm just right at that blue line. which tells me that it's going completely flat and straight. Now, if you start getting people flashing their brights at you, you might want to drop them down just a little bit more. Flip the jacket over to the other side, and again, just crank that sucker up. This one I'm going to leave just a little bit low. So the driver's side beam is just a little bit lower, so we're not blinding people coming into oncoming traffic. And over here on the passenger side, you can see that it is just a little bit higher. And this is my version of being a weatherman. You see over here on the driver's side, it's going to be a little bit lower. And over here on the passenger side, it's going to be a little bit higher. That way you can see the deer coming from you on the ditch side. So I'm going to turn on the headlights from nothing to headlights and fog lights and bright lights. No bright lights, bright lights. Got the rubber rolling and the grip I need. Rock crawling's about the motion, not about the speed. Grab her so she won't fly away. Her nails dig in deep, but that's okay. She grips real tight when the trail gets rough. Now she's got a handle that's more than enough. Performance packages, radio height, guaranteed to make the ride extra tight. Got the rubber rolling and the grip I need. Rock crawling's about the motion, not about the speed. Flick the switch and her high beams ignite, blasting 2 long tunnels through the naked night. We're going tight. Thanks for watching this video. It's very much appreciated. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe. You can go ahead and turn the notifications off if you don't want to get notified of my future videos. But of course, if you do want to watch them, I'm very much appreciative of that too. Clicking all those buttons really does help a young channel like this. It's majorly helpful to the YouTube algorithm thingy, and of course to me personally as a young channel. Now it's really dark at night. Do I want to move the wife's car back? Do I want to put this whole thing back together? I've got more videos to do for tomorrow. Maybe you do want to have those notifications on. All kinds of golf cart stuff, Wrangler stuff, some welding stuff maybe even. It's hard to tell what I might say, what you might see.